Good afternoon and welcome to another virtual tour of the Los Trompas campus. My name is Sandra Cockrell and I am the Director of Philanthropy here at Los Trompas. I'm very excited to invite you back again today for another one of our virtual tours. As we say each month, so much is changing and we certainly are very excited with the changes. We are getting ever so close to seeing a completed brand new building and we're very excited for that. Before we jump into our tour today, I just want to cover a couple of our housekeeping items. Our tour this afternoon will be 30 minutes. We'll have about 20 to 25 minutes of seeing the project as well as talking to our guest. And then we'll save those last few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes again, for any of our questions you may have. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a button that says Q&A. If you just touch on that button, you can type in your question and hit submit. We love for these tours to be interactive, so please share your thoughts with us and any questions you may have, and we'll be more than happy to go ahead and answer those. We are recording our tour this afternoon, so a little bit later today, you will receive an email with that recording. Please feel free to share it with your friends and your family if you'd like. Without further ado, I'm going to toss this over to my co-host, who also happens to be the Executive Director of Los Trompas, and his name is Dan Ho. Dan, can you take us away?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our May virtual tour. Happy spring, and I have to say, I'm very thankful that it actually has cooled down a little bit over the last day or so. I was out here yesterday and it was sweltering, but I'm happy to report that things are a lot cooler and I'm able to show you everything without a bead of sweat. So before I get started, I'd actually like to talk to you a little bit about Ariel, one of our participants. She's a participant not only in our adult development program, which is our day program, but also in our supported living services program. We at Los Trompas pride ourselves in being able to provide opportunities for individuals to learn the skills that they need to be as independent as possible. When I first met Ariel, Ariel was living with her parents and she was attending our day program. And now Ariel has a roommate and is living in an apartment of her own. And has learned so many skills, and she is such a great cook. And here you can see her actually cooking. So that's what we're here for, is helping our participants to live their very best life. Now on the next slide, you see a visual of our campus here. This is from the driveway, and I know we've talked about this driveway over and over, and I can't tell you how important this driveway is, because this driveway is going to protect everybody from the elements with this great walkway, and we're going to talk about a new feature in that walkway that's going to be coming that we'll talk to you at the end of this tour about. But also, we can get several different vans in here at the same time, so more people can actually load and unload safely and attend their day program. So we're very excited about this. And on the next slide, you'll see that there is a lot of work being done on the site at this point. You see some of the water fittings to make sure that we have water coming into the facility, because, well, you can't really have a program without water. And so a lot is actually going on here. And you can also see behind the tractor there's a platform for a lot of our electrical work that is going in. And staying outside still on the next slide, you see the northwest side of the building here. And this is the siding that's being installed. At the last tour, we were able to actually show you some of that siding. And unfortunately, I'm not outside to show you that siding and how it has been completed on this side of the building, because I'm on the first floor, because I have some exciting things to show you in a little bit about what's going on here. But all that siding is going in, and it's really transforming the look of this building. You can really get a feel for what that outdoor space that you see there is going to be. It's an extension of our classrooms, so people aren't stifled inside classrooms, which we never do anyway, because everybody has an opportunity to participate out in the community throughout the day. but those that choose to stay at the campus have opportunities to learn both inside and outside. So this is a wonderful area that we love, and we're really taking advantage of this beautiful, beautiful site, which on that picture on the right-hand side is the creek, the Las Trampas Creek, and all the trees that go around, and also all of the nature that is around us. And here is a different view of that where you can really see that siding in. And as you stroll across those courtyards and everything, we've seen so many of the deer and the animals, and everybody just loves this particular site. So it's such a beautiful place to be and to learn. And now as we move indoors, you can see our HVAC system being installed. And this is very unique because this HVAC system is not like a typical HVAC system that's running, drawing air from inside the building and recirculating that air. This HVAC system is a fresh air system. So it's drawing air from the inside. You can see one of the ducts, and actually up behind me, you can see one of those where it's drawing air or it's pushing air out, but it's also going to be drawing fresh air from the outside. And as we know in this pandemic, and as we have learned, getting that fresh air circulation and getting the stale air out of the building is so very important. So great technology. Also, while we're still stuck on that picture, I want to show you something behind me, and it looks like they've shut down for the day, but this room behind me, this is our elevator room. I'm not sure if you can see the equipment behind me, but this is the equipment that is going to move our new elevators. And hold on while I move around, because they just started this work this week. Our brand new elevators, they're going in. So you can see behind me, we've got elevators being installed. So this is super exciting, a major accomplishment, a major milestone in this building. So we can move people safely up and down from the top floor to the bottom floor. Plus you can see the stairs behind me, another means of getting there. And actually behind me here, where you've got a couple of panels of the elevator behind me, stacked up behind me, but that's actually our donor wall. This is where all the people who have made contributions to our new campus will be recognized. And it's a huge, beautiful wall because so many people have contributed. So thank you all. And now that we have talked a little bit about our inside and our outside, it's time to get to the guests. And I have to tell you, I'm so happy to have these guests. I've known Pati and Amy for, let's see, 9.5 years since I've been with the organization. Pati Wilson and her daughter, Amy Avilez. Amy is a participant in our day program. Hi, guys.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
I'm good. Look at you. Hi, Amy. How you doing?
Okay.
I really miss seeing you guys.
Yeah, been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I fortunately, I have had an opportunity to see you a couple of times when you're dropping off paperwork at our relocation site in Martinez. But I'm really looking forward to the time when we can actually really sit down, talk, enjoy each other's company in person, which is soon, right?
Yeah, just a month away.
Just a month away. Well, I want to give you both an opportunity to introduce yourselves and your connection to Las Trampas.
Okay. I'm Pati Wilson, Amy's mom, and this is Amy Avilez. She's been going to Las Trampas for a long time.
Long
A long time, yeah.
How long is a long time, Amy?
How many years?
How many years?
Since 94?
94.
94?
Yeah.
What, since 94?
Yeah. Way back in
You
the
know, that's
1900s.
that's as long as I've been in this field, working in this field. Wow, so that's about what, 20? Okay, now is not the moment for my math. I could see you trying to calculate
I know,
it.
I got my fingers going.
It's been a long time. So, Amy, why have you stayed at Las Trampas this whole time?
I like it.
Tell him.
I like it.
She's
You like
getting
it?
shy now, yeah. She has
Well, I
lots
know
of
that
friends
you.
here.
I know that Patty, your husband, Tom,
Mhm.
also when Amy started, became one of our maintenance people.
Yes, he did.
In his retirement days, became one of
Yes.
our maintenance people, and is a dear, like you, a dear friend and family of Los Trompas. And I know that he's recovering from some medical things, and we wish him all the best and
Thank you.
the best of health. And but you know, you've been with the organization for so long, and then Tom finally decided to retire. But Amy still comes to program, even though you're all the way in the East Bay.
Yes.
You're way east. Am I correct?
Yep. Yes. We were 33 miles from Los Trampas and Lafayette, one way.
So what makes it worth that whole trip?
Amy and you guys. She loves coming every day. She's made tons of friends there, huh?
Yeah.
And she likes to pack her lunch and enjoy herself with everybody. She loves it there.
Amy, do you have any special friends at Las Trampas?
Oh, yo.
Ariel.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Ariel.
Oh,
She
yeah.
likes Ariel. Who else?
I like
Tell them. Who?
Michael.
Michael. Yeah. I
Who's
thought of
Michael?
that first. Who's
Yeah, who's Michael?
My boyfriend.
Your boyfriend? Wow.
Yeah.
And for those of you out there who may be following us and so forth, Michael actually did one of these tours with us about 2-3 months ago. And now we get to see Michael's other half doing the tour. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Dad.
And I know, Amy, you absolutely love cooking.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And did you know, Amy, that we are building a brand new, absolutely gorgeous, accessible kitchen so you can continue your cooking classes?
Oh,
Oh, yay.
yeah. I'll be
Yeah,
happy.
that'll be fun.
I'll be happy.
Yeah, because you do a really good job with cooking. And I know, Patty, in the past, you actually shared with us a story about when Amy first started coming to Las Trampas, that she really didn't talk very much. Is that true?
Yes, that's very true. She didn't talk more than one or two, maybe 3 words in like a sentence for her. That was a long one. And she'd been like that forever. But when she started here, she was here just a few months and she'd come home with a new word or something. And as time went on, now she hasn't stopped talking. She's really good at it now. So, yes.
Come on, that's a blessing. That is a blessing.
Okay. But yes, she's her vocabulary has broadened like you wouldn't believe. She comes home using words that I don't use, you know, and she uses them properly. You know, it's like I just use slang stuff and she uses the proper words. And yeah, it's impressive what she's learned there. So,
And I know, Amy, you sound very quiet. Are you a little camera shy today?
no, she's not even going to talk. No, just look at Dan. You could talk to Dan. What were you going to tell him earlier?
No, today, Dad.
Not today. and I have to say that's one of my absolute favorite things. You know, I'll come to program and some days Amy will run up to me with a big, huge hug. And then some days it's just not today, Dan, not today. And, you know, and I have to respect that. And I absolutely love you for it, Amy. It's so good to see you. And I'm happy that you're still part of the Los Trompas, the gang, and that you're part of the family. I know it's been really trying during these times. I know you're participating, Amy, right now in our virtual classes, right?
Yeah.
Online, Zoom.
The Zoom
Yeah,
classes?
yeah.
And the
How's that going?
Good.
Good.
Is it? I know, Amy, you're sort of a leader in some of those classes because I've actually seen you in those classes. And I know that you sometimes lead those classes. Is that right?
Yeah, today in the morning too.
Yeah.
With Robert class and class and
And Denise,
Denise class I had to read.
she likes to read. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got quite a few classes that you're participating in. You attend all 4 of them during the day, right? Or 5 of them during the day?
No, just 3.
Just 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty awesome. And I'm glad we're able to do that. But I'm super excited, as we were talking about earlier, the next step. And even though it's not here at this campus in Lafayette, in 1 month, we are returning to some limited in-person classes. Yay! Which means I get to see you.
Yeah, in a month.
Oh my God, I
I
can't wait.
know, yeah, that'll be fun, huh?
Yeah.
We just recently had a vaccine clinic. The last of all of the participants at day program got their vaccines. Everybody's getting ready to return in about 1 month. We are going back to some limited in person and see how that goes. And then hopefully by the time October rolls around and we come into this building, we will be running full steam ahead. How does that feel, Amy?
Yeah.
Lafayette, that'd be cool.
I love Lafayette, but I
Yeah.
love Lafayette too.
Yeah, that'll be fun. See
Yeah.
Yeah, and this beautiful new building. Well, it's
Yeah.
really good to see you guys. I hope you can stick around for a little while because some of the folks that are out there might have some questions for you, Amy. Are you ready to answer some questions?
Yeah, I get over it now.
Yeah, sure. He can ask you some
Well,
questions.
In the meantime, I'd like to go over a couple more slides and then we'll ask Sandra if there's any questions and answer those. And here you go, everybody out there. Hey, you know, when we started these about a little less than a year ago, we still had about $1.3 million that we needed to raise on this project. And look at where we are today. And actually, I do know off of some information I received, we're now just under that $400,000 level. So we're hoping that you out there will help us and join the team here to get to our goal of creating a beautiful, lovely space that is state of the art for all of the people that we serve, people like Amy and their families, and help us to reach that goal. If you need more information about this, please feel free to reach out to Sandra Cockrell. Her information is on the screen, scockrell@lostrampas.org or 925-310-2362. Or I am very happy to talk with anybody. And let me tell you, during this pandemic, I love getting phone calls and talking to everybody. And I can be reached at 925-310-2373 or email me at dhogue, Hogue, @lostrampas.org. And on our next slide, hey, I told you there was something new going on out front. And that canopy area, we have wonderful pavers that are going in that for $1,000, you can have your name or it memorialize somebody else's name or in honor of somebody and make a contribution to this wonderful project. And everybody will know that you are part of the Los Trampas family. So we hope that you will reach out to Sandra or myself and ask about paving our way to the finish line. We're very excited about this, and we think that we can make a big difference and getting everybody recognized. And I'll just tell you, I got notification today that my pledge was up and that I should, you know, maybe rethink about stepping it up. I went ahead and jumped it up. So I'm extending my pledge for at least another year so we can get this building done. So please join us on all of this. And Sandra, I wanted to ask, well, first of all, before I do that, here's what we're working towards. Here's the building, and you see that canopy out there, and underneath that canopy will be all those pavers that we're talking about. So for families out there or for any donors out there who want to have your name associated with this, please join us on this. And Sandra, I think it's time to maybe answer some questions. Do we have any questions?
We do, Dan, thanks. One of the first questions, it's kind of a two-parter. It is, when was the original campus built? And somebody wanted to know, why was it located in a residential neighborhood in Lafayette?
Original, or the campus that we just tore down? Because I will tell you that the original campus was actually founded by Helen Lucas. It was the Helen Lucas School here on these grounds, and that was actually founded in 1938, I believe. And then when she became ill and was deciding to retire, all the family members got together and decided to buy out the land and found Las Trampas. That happened in 1958.
Mhm.
And then they realized that, hey, you know what? We're getting a lot of people who want to come to our programs, and they tore everything down, which was a couple of bungalows and a building there. And they put in this, what was at that time a state of the art live-in residential facility for children with developmental disabilities. And that was completed in 1968. So as you can imagine, if you go all the way back to the 30s, long time ago, this wasn't just a residential area, this was open space. So Las Trampas is one of the first organizations of its kind to be located in this East Bay area. And again, it wasn't even residential at that time. So everything sort of grew up around Las Trampas.
Well, that's some nice history to know, Dan. Thanks for sharing that with everyone. One of the other questions that I have is regarding programs, and somebody wants to know, with the new building, will we be expanding our programs?
Absolutely, we are. And one thing that we've learned through the pandemic is that there's alternative programming that definitely works. So a lot of this virtual classes, we're going to continue that. But we're also going to be able to expand the number of individuals that we serve actually on campus. The old campus, we were able to serve 70 individuals, of which only 15 could be deemed non-ambulatory. In other words, they needed some kind of assistive device to be mobile, like a wheelchair or a walker. We're moving that up from 70 to 120, with 50 of those individuals being able to be classified as that non-ambulatory status. That means that more people who have a difficult time getting into programs because of physical disabilities will be able to attend a program. So we're very excited about that.
That is certainly very exciting news, Dan, for sure, for the community at large. I have a question that is for Amy and Pat, and the question is, what part of the new facility are you most excited about? You know, I know you travel a great distance to get to Las Trampas, but what are you most excited about in this new building?
What are you excited about?
We're trumpet upstairs.
The upstairs? Probably the elevator ride. I think that's what she's excited
No,
about.
upstairs.
The stairs? Oh, she takes the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the lovely kitchen that we're going to have so that you can cook, Amy?
Yeah,
That'll be nice, huh?
yeah, everybody cook together.
Everybody, yeah.
And Amy, I know, didn't you also participate in the dance classes or the what am I trying to think of? The yoga classes?
I didn't do yoga class.
No, she didn't.
Oh, you didn't do the yoga classes, because that's where I'm at right now. I'm in our new dance exercise room.
Oh my God.
Nice. A special room for that, huh?
A special room for that. And actually, Amy, if you give me a second, I can walk all the way across the building. It takes a while because it's a big building, but I can walk all the way across the building. You're not going to get a real good feel for it yet, but I can show you where the new kitchen is going to be.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
There is a very large multi-purpose room, which is right here behind me.
Whoa.
Multi-purpose room with lovely windows all throughout, and attached to it is our new kitchen. I don't know if it's too dark to see, but this is going to be the new kitchen where everything is accessible to everybody. Whether you're in a wheelchair or not, you will be able to cook in this kitchen.
Oh, God.
Wow, that'll be nice. Huge, huh?
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
exciting features there, Dan.
And Amy, I know you love cooking, and I know you shared a story before where sometimes you're the better cook in your house, right? Mom sometimes burns the rice. Is that right?
Yes. I'm not here.
I called you out.
I was going to say, Amy likes to tell that story, so we do have a fun chuckle with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
cook.
She doesn't burn food. Only I
She
do.
does a really great job here. She does a really awesome job.
Yeah.
So,
We do have some truly amazing cooks at Las Trampas. They do a great job. Hey, Dan, one of the other questions we have is regarding technology in the new building and how that differs.
so there's so much different technology, and I'm not sure if you're talking about specific technology in the learning aspects, but we are updating everything in regards to our communication systems here. There will be touchscreen monitors, that large touchscreen monitors that people can actually use and move. So if you remember, and I'm calling them old fashioned at this point, the old fashioned whiteboards where you were able to actually draw on them. Well, these are actually touchscreen monitors, much like what you would see on CNN or the news channels where they're moving things and so forth. This creates a lot of interactiveness for the individuals that we serve. Plus, we're all able to use them for the Zoom classes. In addition to that, a lot of technology is being installed that is actually going to help people with the learning environment, such as new lighting systems that reduce distraction, especially for those who are on the autism spectrum, where there's no flickering, flicker rates of the lighting. Plus, we're able to actually tune the temperature of the lighting and the color of the lighting to meet the needs of the individuals. And it's also full spectrum lighting. Also, we're installing Acoustablock, which is a material that keeps noise from traveling from one area to another to reduce the amount of noise that would cause distractions for people who have sensory issues as well. So those are just a few of the things I talked about. The technology of the ADA appliances and the ADA countertops that we'll be using in our cooking or teaching classroom, teaching kitchen, I should say, and sound equipment that we're installing throughout the facility to better facilitate instruction as well. So, I mean, it's just amazing.
I have one more question, Dan, that has come in. Somebody wants to know, will there be a place for either outside concerts or outside performances on the property?
Will there be space outside? So for those of you who've been to the campus before, there used to be this courtyard in the middle of all the buildings. And it was a decent sized courtyard. It was okay. We were able to do stuff there. But as you can see, with the removal of all those buildings, and it's going to get bright here, with the removal of all those buildings, and now I'm in front of the building, all this space out here. Yes, we have lots of room, and it will be set up in a way that we are going to be able to have electricity and so forth to be able to do the outdoor concerts and so forth, as long as we're not disturbing our neighbors.
Oh,
Question for
yeah.
us.
And it sounds like Amy's
Yeah.
pretty excited about all these happenings that are coming up, Dan.
Good for us is right. And Amy, it's not about me, and it's not about the staff, it's about you. It's about everybody that we serve here, because guess what? You deserve it. You deserve it, Amy.
Yeah.
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 Very good.
She says, yeah. Well, those were all the questions that I received, Dan. So I think that was the end of our presentation as well, if I'm not
Yay.
mistaken,
Almost.
Yes.
our slideshow.
That's good.
So I want to thank Patty and Amy. It is always a pleasure to see both
I want
of
to
you.
thank Patty and Amy.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's always fun to see you guys and talk to you. And we certainly, I can say for all of Las Trampas, we cannot wait until we are back live. Dan, maybe you can give a quick shout out as to when that might happen again.
Live in-person services will resume on a very part-time basis in 1 month. I believe it's going to be June 14th is when we are looking at resuming in-person services again. So yay. And how that's going to work is most participants, like 1/3 of participants that are ready to come back, will be attending Monday and Wednesday. 1/3 will be attending Tuesday and Thursday, and everybody will still remain virtual on Fridays. The other third have chosen not to return at this time, but that is all going to be changing in the next few months. And as I said, by October, I'm hoping that we're running full steam ahead.
October.
October.
We're so ready.
Lafayette.
Oh my God.
That is exciting.
I can't wait for that.
I know. That'll be fun.
Well, Dan, I want to thank everybody who has attended our virtual tour today. As always, it's a pleasure to have everyone join us. Again, thank you to Patty and Amy for being our guests today. And Dan, thanks for bringing us the site again. I know it's a little busy out on the job site, so I certainly appreciate you running around out there, making sure we see all the exciting stuff.
Yeah, I wore my ugly shoes today because, well, yeah, it's always ugly shoes when out here. So
For sure.
I want to thank all of you for attending and hope to see you all soon within the next few months
Yeah.
in person.
Yes, in person.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
Thank you all.